Could you give me something to, even if it's just shut up, Bryce, because I know you like to say shut up, Esther. When there is times of feeling not enoughness, what would be something that would be good for me to just stop it?
Well, we can't think of anything much better than shut up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's an awareness that you are continuing a vibration that isn't serving you. But on the other side of that is the desire to feel better, the desire to feel good. And so it really is about creating enough steady momentum of feeling good that those, particularly those conversations that you have about yourself that are hard on yourself, begin to just dissipate. Over years, we found a lot of different ways of saying to you that this could be a moment, and we're talking about any moment, when you could realize the perfection and value of you. And if it's been one of those moments, then you feel eager, you feel elation, you feel that light-hearted feeling, that sensation of right place, right time, on the brink of something really good or really exciting or really adventurous happening. And if you're feeling less than that, if you're sort of complacent or bored or worse, ornery, then you're depriving yourself, and it's a word that some of you like and many of you don't like, but of the blessings that are raining down on you. But you see, these blessings, these situations, these circumstances and events and all manner of good things that are raining down upon you have to be translated through your perception. You have to start hanging around in the vicinity of that. So many people are not hanging around in the vicinity of it, just waiting for something good to happen to which they can have a positive response. And if you can get over that, that's really what we want to say to you rather than shut up. We want to say, get over needing evidence for feeling good. Just let the feeling good be all that you need. And when you think about it, it ought to be pretty easy, because everything you want, whether it's a vacation or a material object or a pile of money or a relationship, everything that you want is because you want that light-hearted, good feeling. Esther used to say to Jerry, let's go get a Coke and pretend like we're on vacation. Well, they were sort of kind of always on vacation. But what she meant was she was looking in that moment for a lighthearted feeling. In other words, want to do 50% less right now. Want to be in that laid back, easy, what's the universe going to deliver to us now that could surprise and delight us mode. And there's something about letting go of struggle and letting go of, and the people around you are not going to like us for this, especially if they're your children that we're talking to. But if you could let go of that feeling of responsibility and start amping up the feeling of more spontaneity and more just letting the good times roll. Seriously, people, you have been sifting through the data and have accomplished a vortex that is monumental in its stature and abundance and importance. And it's time for you to lay claim to it. It's time for you to begin cashing in your vibrational reality. It's time for you to start spending your vibrational currency. It's time for you to start letting in what's all piled up for you that has been being held back by you and only by you, by things like your sense of responsibility, by things like your sense of unworthiness or of needing to prove some sort of worthiness. And so that's the biggest thing that you are helping us to feel that you have let go of. In other words, you've let go of a big wad of caring about how you are perceived by others who have no way of perceiving. When you're looking to others to see you as you would like to explain to them that you are, but they misunderstand and they misunderstand and they misunderstand and they misunderstand because they've not walked where you've walked. They didn't come like you came. They don't know what you know. They don't want what you want. They don't believe what you believe. They don't understand your gap or your vibrational relativity. And yet there's this feeling of, well, if I could just explain a little more, then you would get me. And we want to say, stop caring. We're piling this on top of the shut up thing.
Yeah.
stop caring what somebody else thinks.
Yeah.
We don't want you to say it out loud to them, but what we want you to know about them is you're never gonna really get me. You're not ever really gonna get me. You're just not gonna get me. You're not gonna get you. Yeah, you're not gonna get me. You can't understand me. You're not gonna get me. And my need for you to get me is exhausting. My need for you to understand why I said that and what I really meant by it. My need for you to understand that I mean well, even though I don't focus on you 100% of the time. My need for you to understand that I want your well-being, even though I don't see it as my responsibility to provide all the avenues for your well-being to you. My need for you to understand that life is supposed to be good for all of us, and it's being really good for me, and I want it to be really good for you, and I don't want you to be jealous of the good life that I'm having. I want you to hold yourself in a vibrational place where you allow the good life that is all queued up for you. So you come as this teacher, as this uplifter who passionately not only wants to feel good, but wants everyone around you to too. And when they don't, you're taking a much bigger hit than you ever meant to take, because it was never your job to vibrate for them. It was only your job to vibrate for yourself. So many of you come in your unique differences in order to stand as you are, to be misunderstood. The best thing that you ever do for anybody is to let them misunderstand you and just let it go.
Yeah.
They completely misunderstand me, and I don't care. And the reason I don't care about their understanding me is because I do care about my alignment, and I can't have both. Can't have both. Can't use them as my guidance system and align with my guidance system. I got to make a choice. So I care about what you think. I care about what you say. I care about what you perceive. I'll stand on my head in all these different ways. I'll be everything that you need me to be, and please don't two of you show up in the same room at the same time, because that can't be what you each need me to be, because what you each need me to be is something different than the other one needs me to be, and so I won't go to that party. And so then your world just gets narrower and narrower and more exclusive, and the more exclusive it gets, the harder you try to be understood by your exclusive crowd who still doesn't understand you. Oh, that's the pits, isn't it? You've given up all of the world in order to be in this small segment who still doesn't get you. And so finally, you sort of get your priorities straight. You begin recognizing that your inner being gets you. Your inner being is you. Your inner being is the fullness of that which you are. And oh, you can accomplish that vibrational alignment so easily. And when you do, you feel frisky, you feel eager, you feel lighthearted, you feel happy. You're out on your own, feeling so good, moving through your life experience. Law of attraction is dovetailing you with this one and this one and this one and this one and this one. So you're just having these poignant moments, one after another, one after another, one after another, one after another. Life treating you so well, life treating you the way you deserve for life to treat you, life treating you the way you are now allowing yourself to be treated, because you are giving up on trying to control the perception of others, and you are giving your undivided attention to controlling your own perception of self, your own alignment with self. And that dovetails so perfectly with the doing so much less in terms of action and allowing yourself more pleasure and alignment and appreciation. Less condition, more unconditioned. Whether you consciously acknowledge it right now or not, everything that you are queued up and wanting to know, we've answered and answered and answered and answered and answered and answered. We have enjoyed the unfolding here for many reasons. We enjoyed feeling you as you are in terms of what you're allowing. But we also enjoy your allowing us to get focused upon the things that you've been asking for, because you help us in shoring up, redefining, getting the emphasis in all the right places of the things that matter to you. In other words, you helped us during this conversation to accomplish a stronger, clearer, surer expectation of your success than ever before. So as we take pleasure in knowing who you are and no discomfort at all about where you are in relationship to it right now, because there is nothing iffy about it. There's a little bit of win about it, but there's nothing iffy about it. Everything that you want is in the process of unfolding. And so you've given us a more focused opportunity to sit back in our place of quiet contemplation and anticipation of your discovery of your path of least resistance on your way to all that you want. So what we're saying to you is, it really doesn't matter where you stand in relationship to anything that you want, because it's a sure thing that you are on the way to it. We just want to soften your anxiety about the speed with which you are traveling your path. We would like to encourage you to slow down and savor wherever you are just a little more, to catch more glimpses about how we feel about where you are along the way, to take more pleasure in this journey. We said to our friends who got on board this magnificent cruise ship here in Seattle a week ago, we said to them, you got on in Seattle, and in a few days you will get off in Seattle. And so wouldn't it be disappointing if the captain just said to you, hello, we're glad you're here, and since you're getting on exactly where you're going to get off, we'd like you to now get off. This journey is now complete. And you would say, but wait, I didn't start this journey just to get to where I was going. I knew I was going to come back to Seattle, but I was interested in things along the way. I was interested in the new experiences, the new conversations, the new perspectives, the new opportunity, the new contrasts, the new giving birth to new desires. And that's the way we want you to feel in every moment of your experience. We want you to stand where you are, happy and proud and satisfied about where you are. Because even though it is true, you have introduced sometimes unnecessary resistance to your path, that resistance that is upon your path is serving you. Otherwise, it would not be there. You said, I will go forth into a time-space reality where there is contrast and variety, and out of it will be born my desires. And that certainly is something that is happening for you. Because of you, the universe is expanding. Because of you, we're able to focus with you into this leading edge. We cannot find words enough to describe to you the appreciation we feel for the ongoingness that you provide, for the eternalness that you put into eternity. But we can promise you that every step along your journey, we will be there with you, proud of you, and sure with you. And that if you feel just a little bit, you will begin to feel the worthiness that is natural. And once you hook into that feeling of self-pride and worthiness, right place, right timeness, which is what we feel about you all the time, then wherever you are, we'll yield to you all that you want it to. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain eternally in the vortex.